bless,
bless,
神の恵みを求める、または幸運を願うこと。
he blessed the meal before eating,
he blessed the meal before eating.
may you be blessed with happiness,
May you be blessed with happiness.
the priest blessed the congregation,
The priest blessed the congregation.
bless,
Bless,
stir,
stir,
何かを動かして混ぜること。
stir the soup while it cooks,
stir the soup while it cooks.
the news stirred controversy,
The news stirred controversy.
he felt a stir of excitement,
He felt a stir of excitement.
stir,
Stir,
intense,
intense,
非常に強いまたは極端な。
the pain was intense,
the pain was intense.
they had an intense discussion,
They had an intense discussion.
she felt intense joy,
She felt intense joy.
intense,
Intense,
available,
available,
利用や使用が可能な状態。
the book is available at the library,
The book is available at the library.
he's available for the meeting,
He's available for the meeting.
tickets are available online,
Tickets are available online.
available,
Available,
fix,
fix,
何かを修正または固定すること。
I need to fix the broken window,
I need to fix the broken window.
he fixed his gaze on her,
He fixed his gaze on her.
can you fix a date for the meeting,
Can you fix a date for the meeting?
fix,
Fix,
deed,
deed,
行われた行為、または法的文書。
a deed of kindness,
a deed of kindness.
he signed the deed to the house,
He signed the deed to the house.
her brave deed was recognized,
Her brave deed was recognized.
deed,
Deed,
derive,
derive,
何かから得ること、または由来すること。
she derives pleasure from painting,
She derives pleasure from painting.
the word derives from Latin,
The word derives from Latin.
they derive income from investments,
They derive income from investments.
derive,
derive,
vote,
vote,
意見や選択を表明する行為、またはその投票。
the vote was unanimous,
the vote was unanimous,
they went to vote in the election,
they went to vote in the election,
every vote counts,
every vote counts,
vote,
vote,
endure,
endure,
長い間苦痛や困難に耐えること。
she can endure the pain,
she can endure the pain,
the building has endured for centuries,
the building has endured for centuries,
he endured many hardships,
he endured many hardships,
endure,
endure,
hang,
hang,
何かを上部から吊るすこと。
hang your coat on the rack,
hang your coat on the rack,
the picture hangs on the wall,
the picture hangs on the wall,
they hang out together on weekends,
they hang out together on weekends,
hang,
hang,
display,
display,
何かを見せること、またはその展示。
the museum displays ancient artifacts,
the museum displays ancient artifacts,
her talents were on full display,
her talents were on full display,
the information is displayed on the screen,
the information is displayed on the screen,
display,
display,
strain,
strain,
過度の努力または圧力、または緊張させること。
the heavy lifting caused a strain,
the heavy lifting caused a strain,
don't strain your eyes,
don't strain your eyes,
the relationship is under strain,
the relationship is under strain,
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 exhausted,
exhausted,
非常に疲れている状態。
she was exhausted after the journey,
she was exhausted after the journey,
the resources are nearly exhausted,
the resources are nearly exhausted,
he felt exhausted from work,
he felt exhausted from work,
exhausted,
exhausted,
aim,
aim,
目的や目標を持つこと。
he aims to become a doctor,
he aims to become a doctor,
the aim of the game is to win,
the aim of the game is to win,
she took aim at the target,
she took aim at the target,
Aim.
Aim.
Critical.
Critical.
重要または決定的な、または批判的な。
The situation is critical.
The situation is critical.
His critical review was published.
His critical review was published.
Critical thinking is essential.
Critical thinking is essential.
Critical.
Critical.
Standard.
Standard.
普遍的または受け入れられた基準。
The product meets high standards.
The product meets high standards.
Setting a new standard in design.
Setting a new standard in design.
The standard of living has improved.
The standard of living has improved.
Standard.
Standard.
Rid.
Rid.
何か望ましくないものを取り除くこと。
He wanted to get rid of the old furniture.
He wanted to get rid of the old furniture.
They are working to rid the area of pollution.
They are working to rid the area of pollution.
She rid herself of all doubts.
She rid herself of all doubts.
Rid.
Rid.
Swear.
Swear.
固く誓う、または誓約をすること。
He swore to tell the truth.
He swore to tell the truth.
Swear your loyalty to the king.
Swear your loyalty to the king.
She swore under oath.
She swore under oath.
Swear.
Swear.
Defend.
Defend.
攻撃から守る、または擁護すること。
The soldiers defended the fort.
The soldiers defended the fort.
He defended his thesis successfully.
He defended his thesis successfully.
The lawyer defended the accused.
The lawyer defended the accused.
Defend.
Defend.
Overcome.
Overcome.
困難や障害を乗り越えること。
She overcame her fears.
She overcame her fears.
Overcome the challenges ahead.
Overcome the challenges ahead.
He was overcome with emotion.
He was overcome with emotion.
Overcome.
Overcome.
Folk.
Folk.
一般の人々、または民族に関連するもの。
Folk music is popular in the area.
Folk music is popular in the area.
She collects folk art.
She collects folk art.
The festival celebrates folk traditions.
The festival celebrates folk traditions.
folk,
folk,
hatred,
hatred,
強い嫌悪感や反感。
his actions fueled hatred against him.
his actions fueled hatred against him.
She felt a deep hatred for the injustice.
She felt a deep hatred for the injustice.
Hatred can destroy relationships.
Hatred can destroy relationships.
Hatred,
Hatred,
feast,
feast,
豊富な食事、または大いに食べること。
they prepared a feast for the guests.
they prepared a feast for the guests.
The holiday is a time to feast.
The holiday is a time to feast.
We feasted on delicious food.
We feasted on delicious food.
Feast,
Feast,
burn,
burn,
炎や熱を発して燃焼すること。
the fire burned brightly.
the fire burned brightly.
Be careful not to burn yourself.
Be careful not to burn yourself.
They burned the old documents.
They burned the old documents.
Burn,
Burn,
annual,
annual,
1年ごとの、または毎年の。
the annual meeting is in May.
the annual meeting is in May.
She receives an annual bonus.
She receives an annual bonus.
The flowers are annuals.
The flowers are annuals.
Annual,
Annual,
flow,
flow,
液体や他の物質の流れ、または流れること。
the river flows to the sea.
the river flows to the sea.
Traffic flow was heavy.
Traffic flow was heavy.
Ideas began to flow in the meeting.
Ideas began to flow in the meeting.
Flow,
Flow,
damage,
damage,
物理的な破損、または破損させること。
the storm caused extensive damage.
the storm caused extensive damage.
He has to pay for the damage.
He has to pay for the damage.
The car was damaged in the accident.
The car was damaged in the accident.
Damage,
Damage,
moreover,
moreover,
さらにまた、追加の情報を示す。
moreover, the evidence supports our theory.
moreover, the evidence supports our theory.
She is talented, and moreover, hardworking.
She is talented, and moreover, hardworking.
Moreover, we need to consider the costs.
Moreover, we need to consider the costs.
Moreover.
Moreover.
Naked.
Naked.
衣服を身につけていない、または露出している。
He was found naked and cold.
He was found naked and cold.
The truth was laid naked.
The truth was laid naked.
The tree stood naked in winter.
The tree stood naked in winter.
Naked.
Naked.
Obvious.
Obvious.
簡単に見たり理解したりできること。
The answer is obvious.
The answer is obvious.
It was obvious she was upset.
It was obvious she was upset.
The advantages were not so obvious.
The advantages were not so obvious.
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 Ceremony.
Ceremony.
正式な宗教的または公的な行事。
The wedding ceremony was beautiful.
The wedding ceremony was beautiful.
They held a ceremony to honor the heroes.
They held a ceremony to honor the heroes.
The opening ceremony attracted many people.
The opening ceremony attracted many people.
Ceremony.
Ceremony.
Whisper.
Whisper.
小声で話すこと。
She whispered a secret in his ear.
She whispered a secret in his ear.
A whisper spread through the crowd.
A whisper spread through the crowd.
He could hear the whisper of the wind.
He could hear the whisper of the wind.
Whisper.
Whisper.
Largely.
Largely.
大部分は、主に。
The project was largely successful.
The project was largely successful.
The audience was largely adults.
The audience was largely adults.
The book is largely based on interviews.
The book is largely based on interviews.
Largely.
Largely.
Blessing.
Blessing.
神の恵みや承認、またはそれを求める行為。
They received a blessing from the priest.
They received a blessing from the priest.
The rain was a blessing for the crops.
The rain was a blessing for the crops.
His support was a real blessing.
His support was a real blessing.
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 Tiny.
Tiny.
非常に小さい。
She saw a tiny bird in the tree.
She saw a tiny bird in the tree.
The room was tiny but cozy.
The room was tiny but cozy.
A tiny amount of salt is enough.
A tiny amount of salt is enough.
Tiny.
Tiny.
Prosperity.
Prosperity.
経済的に成功している状態。
The country enjoyed years of prosperity.
The country enjoyed years of prosperity.
Prosperity brings opportunities.
Prosperity brings opportunities.
They wished him prosperity and success.
They wished him prosperity and success.
Prosperity.
Prosperity.
Victim.
Victim.
犯罪や事故の犠牲になった人。
The victim was rescued from the fire.
The victim was rescued from the fire.
She was a victim of theft.
She was a victim of theft.
Support was offered to the victims.
Support was offered to the victims.
Victim.
Victim.
Motive.
Motive.
何かをする理由や目的。
The police are investigating his motive.
The police are investigating his motive.
She had no clear motive for the crime.
She had no clear motive for the crime.
His motive was purely selfish.
His motive was purely selfish.
Motive.
Motive.
Exchange.
Exchange.
物や情報を交換すること。
They exchanged gifts at Christmas.
They exchanged gifts at Christmas.
An exchange of ideas occurred.
An exchange of ideas occurred.
Currency exchange rates vary.
Currency exchange rates vary.
Exchange.
Exchange.
Definite.
Definite.
確かで疑う余地のないこと。
She gave a definite answer.
She gave a definite answer.
The plans are not definite yet.
The plans are not definite yet.
We need a definite commitment.
We need a definite commitment.
Definite.
Definite.